Hello everyone, thank you so much for coming along for this vintage watch restoration. My name is Ryan and today I'm going to try to give a second life to this watch that I bought off eBay. I bought this watch $20. It was damaged. The case was looking like this, so I've been able to give it the shine like before, but mechanically this watch is now running really good. It's stopping and after sometimes it's running. But yeah, I think I got to do a fully service for this watch. So together we're going to take out this watch piece by piece and try to give it a second life. And if it's the case, that would be really great. So I'm going to take out the case back of this watch. And already I found a screw inside the watch. So okay, that is not so much a good sign. So yeah, the service would be really great. Because we can see that the watch is pretty dirty. Look at me, all this dirt on the crown wheel. So I think that if we do up a service, this watch can run really good. So okay, we're going to separate the case from the moment. So we're going to do that. Here we go. So the moment is separate from the case. So that's pretty good. And now that we've taken out the moment apart, we can now start taking out the hands of the watch. So here we go. So I'm taking out the balance wheel, so that will be like stopping the watch. And this was the old strap who was on the watch, so yeah, it is pretty busted, so I think that we're going to throw it out. So while I'm restoring this watch, I'm going to introduce myself because I am new on YouTube and I think that a lot of persons seen it. So I'm going to tell you, my name is Ryan and I am 16 years old and I'm really interested into watchmaking and I want to make this hobby into a job. So I'm pretty much into the watchmaking world for the moment. It started when I was 10 years old and I start interesting myself, and then I was 12 years old, I started collecting them, some watches, and after the time that I was collecting watches, I start servicing them, and now I'm servicing like every kind of watches. So I did service Rolex watches, Omega watches, and many more, but I never did videos because I was like, okay, if I'm doing some of these videos, that wouldn't bring a big interest, so I didn't done a lot of videos of me restoring watches. So after a while, I've said myself, I'm going to maybe try on YouTube. So I've put up a video of a watch, an old mechanical watch that I bought like $15 on eBay, and actually that worked pretty good, and I've won a lot of followers while doing this video, so I was pretty happy, and I was like, wow, I didn't knew so much person were interested into watchmaking. So what I'm trying to do while doing those videos is showing you that you can restore watches even if you're young, even if you're old. Everything is possible. So if you're not so much trusting in yourself, trust yourself. Don't worry. If you're breaking a watch, that's not a problem. You can buy parts for repairing it. But of course, if you're starting watchmaking, don't start with a Patek Philippe or something like this, because if not, you can break it. But like me, I've started up with some old mechanical watches, and to the beginning, it was not good. I was breaking a lot of parts, and after a while, I did good. So I was like, okay, cool. I've serviced my first watch. I was pretty happy, and after then, I've restored a lot of watches. I was saying to myself that maybe on YouTube, a lot of persons would be interested to see me restoring watches, and a lot of persons were a little bit shocked about my age, because 16 years old, repairing watches, that is something of crazy.
2,000 years later.
So if you're still here, thank you so much, and if you're following me, that would be really good, because that is giving me a lot of support for putting up more content on this YouTube channel and discovering new persons. So that's really cool. So I got a lot of projects for this YouTube channel, and I have a lot of watches that I want to service with you guys. So if you don't want to miss any videos or any watch restoration, please follow. That's totally free and it is supporting me for my next videos. So if you're doing that, thank you so much. And if you're still here in the video, thank you so much as well. So for my next video, I was thinking maybe of restoring a brand watch. So that would be cool to see a full restoration of a brand watch. So let me know in the comments if you would like to see this. And if you have any questions that you want to ask me, don't hesitate, the comments are here for that. And I will take a pleasure to respond to you. So now I'm trying to put up back the ratchet wheel spring, so I've done it, and now we're going to put up all of the gears on the rewinding bridge. So I'm sure you're going to ask yourself, why did I buy this watch for more than 20 bucks on eBay? So that's pretty funny. Actually, I've seen up this watch, and what caught my eye was that the watch was skeleton. So I was like, wow, there's no dials. I think they've taken out the dial and the watch is skeleton, but I've really loved that, and that's why that I wanted to buy this watch. And what's cool is that it has a beautiful movement in there, and giving it a second life to this watch would be really great, and wearing this watch on my wrist would be really nice, and I will enjoy this watch for sure. So I'm putting a little bit of some oil, and now we can put up back the ratchet wheel in place. So now that it's in place, I'm checking out that everything is working perfectly. So I've returned the movement, and we're going to put up everything like the crown wheel. We're putting it back in place. We're starting to put up every gear in place for the watch, putting up the bridge, screwing up, and putting in place the pallet jewel bridge. So putting back the balance wheel in place. We're going to screw it up. Here we go. Now I'm installing the crown wheel, and now the watch is running. So now I'm putting a little bit of some oil into the watch for it's running perfectly. So now I can install back the case and put back again the crown wheel. So I'm putting up some screws. So I didn't show it in camera, but actually I've repainted back the movement inscription on the dial. I've set up back the hands on the watch. So now it is looking nice. Okay, I almost forgot this little second hand here. And now let's go put up the new crystal into this watch. Wow, this watch is very, very beautiful. I really love the way that I've cleaned up back this movement. It is fully serviced. I didn't show you correctly the movement because I've added things out camera. So let me show you. So I found a screw who is fitting perfectly for holding the movement. So there's this is the original screw with the holder, and here that's a screw only who's holding it, so that's really good, and it fit perfectly in there. The watch is running perfectly as well. Missing up just a little screw here, so I'm going to try to find the screw. It must be on my desk, so I'm going to find out the screw, and I'm going to show you back that I found it. The screw, it was pretty much hide really well, and I found it and I've installed it back in place. So I wanted to show you now the case. So in amplitude, this watch is really good. And I'm going to show you as well my first restoration on this YouTube channel. That was this watch here, this old mechanical. It was like, I was so happy about presenting it to you, and it is running perfectly. So yeah. So I'm going to let you this watch next to this one, the time that I found out a new strap for this watch. So see you soon. So here it is, finally finished. I found an original strap from the 70s on it, and it is fitting very nice on it. So I really love it. Say in comments what you think about this watch, and if I should do another watch restoration. Here it is on my wrist. And I hope that you enjoy this video. Please subscribe. That would be really helpful for me and for doing more videos. See you soon for our next video. Bye guys.